And it's not the first thing you want to learn. You want to learn how to just jam. You want to learn how to play songs.
So he was showing you the fancy stuff first. You said, we need to hit the hard stuff and not start with just power chords and little scales and stuff. He's like, let's get it down.
Like, he would make me start every day by doing this, and every other pick, it was an up-down picking thing, and it was using my pinky, which when you first pick up a guitar is difficult to use your pinky. You just don't want to use it at all, because it's weak and it's hard. But all the way down the neck on every single string is how we'd start the day. That would be the first exercise, and then we'd go on to another exercise, and then the next time it'd be picking with the fingers, and then it was so we got the basics down, and this was like I picked up a guitar and brought it to the guy, and I was like, show me what to do with it. So that's where we started, and then he wanted to teach me songs and how to read music, and this is when I stopped going to, because
that's like a new language. That's tough.
Yeah.
It's different.
And this was before, because I played, I did band in school with you.
Right, yeah, we were in jazz band together. He played the bass guitar in the jazz band, I played the saxophone.
Slap the bass. Slap the bass.
Slap the bass, man.
And, but so, then I learned how to read music. And I read music for a bass. There's no chords, it's very simple. It's just individual notes, and
less strings to deal with.
Exactly.
And you kind of just groove with the bass anyways. You kind of almost have like a set thing. You just play that the entire song a lot of the times.
Exactly. It's just kind of a melody that kind of sticks. And when I started doing that, I'd already been playing guitar for 5 years. So when I picked up the bass, it was just like a much easier version of the guitar. So that came really easy, and reading music for it came easy. But I never wanted to read music for guitar. So that's when I stopped taking lessons with this guy. I went to a different guy, and this guy taught me everything he knew about blues. And that's when I really
jam.
Started to get just dove into it. I'd spend hours playing my guitar every single day. Not a day went by when I didn't play. And that's when it really took off. Once I started playing blues stuff is when it really...
Who's your biggest blues influence? I have an idea, but I want to see what your deep down, darkest blues secrets.
It's funny because the biggest interests that I had to get me into guitar was, and I know it's a pretty cliche answer, but it was Jimi Hendrix and Jimmy Page.
Yep.
And Jimmy Page, if you listen to some of their live stuff, they go into these jams of songs that were never on any of their albums, and they're just all old blues songs. Like, who was it? Like Robert Johnson songs and stuff like that, like really old stuff. They just start rocking out.
Crossroads and all that stuff.
And so that's like, I would listen to these Led Zeppelin albums, back and forth. I could just like air guitar all the solos, like I just memorized them. And then I learned how to play a lot of them just because I listened to them so much. And so that was, and then of course, once I got better, then I could actually like try to play some Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff. So then I got a little bit more into that and learned some of his funky stuff and, kind of...
So you kind of started with the big dogs with the Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix, but you work your way into other things.
Exactly.
You dive a little deeper into it, but starting there's a good place to start for sure. I know you're able to play Stairway to Heaven like, I don't know, like the back of your hand. I don't know what that even means, but you can play the shit out of that song. Sorry. That's
funny, man.
And I remember the first time I witnessed him just destroy, like, I don't know how to, it was so awesome the way he played Stairway to Heaven. He was in 7th grade, so he is, 7th grade, you're like 12 years old, 13 years old tops. And we were both in the talent show, but he was doing his own thing. He was going to play Stairway to Heaven by himself, and then I was going to be in like this little band.
And this is when we met too. And the funny thing was, I was doing it by myself because my drummer didn't show up.
Right, you had other things planned, didn't you?
With Herman, remember?
Yes.
Who was in a band with us later in life. But yeah, my drummer didn't show up, so we had this whole thing planned, and he didn't show up. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll just go play Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway. When in doubt, play Stairway.
Right.
And so he's in the middle of, again, you gotta remember, he's 13 years old. He's a child playing Stairway and just tearing it up, just killing it. And he gets to this solo and he just, and he breaks his string. Did you break a string during the solo, or was it during the middle part?
It was like the first note of the solo. The string breaks.
And do you need, what string was it?
It was the smallest one, the little E. So luckily, you can, with that you can go like, or, So it's the same thing by missing. So and I just learned how to do that. So I still play the solo without the string, and nobody would have really noticed.
I didn't know.
But it's funny because I was just really teaching myself how to do that to figure out where the next.
I didn't know that part of the story.
Yeah. So I actually, I kind of lucked out, but yeah, that was pretty funny. Another funny thing from that is after I played the song, and after everybody played, everybody clapped, whatever, and one of my friends was sitting in like the third row, and it was Shaq, or this guy we went to school with, Shaquille Hightower, and I went to flip my pick like I was like some rock star, and it hits him right between the eyes, right there, and he's looking at me like this. And I was
what
like,
is that?
I was trying to be all cool,
Rock show.
and just bam, hits him right in the face. Oh man, that was great. But yeah, and then we all jammed together too that same day, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean that's
before.
when we did stuff before. I mean, I think there was maybe like a tryout day or something, and I saw you play with Herman, and it was awesome. And there was like 3 little rock bands that were at this talent show when we were kids, and they were all kind of good. And this guy came out of it though. This guy, he plays.
The coolest thing about that, all 3 of our little groups, all